We have two finishes to left lane and Russ Gardner in the right. Left lane 11.725, 113.51. Russ Gardner ascended for Supercop, 8.585, 177 miles an hour. Nice clean car, convoy. 16 and over. No raise up two. Yeah, he qualifies 9.903, 144 miles an hour. The left lane 16.538, 78 miles an hour. Here comes another strong runner in the super-modified ranks, and it's Jeff Hauser with the Independent Express Sierra 440 Dodge. The wedge motor sat the 4+4 body on fours. Independent Express, Jeff Hauser. In the right lane, Karen Grace with Minor Seduction, her street entry. We like it, 9.528, 143. Super modified, here we come. 16.963 pops up to the right lane, 81 miles an hour for Caroline Grace.
First, followed by this morning, Leslie Pryor coming into the right-hand lane with the auto glass windshield. Leslie. A massive deep black motor, 508 cubic inches, now nestling between the frame rails in the Leslie car. And run in the left-hand lane, the top fuel dragster of Dennis Sheridan, the Mischief. Dennis runs a 484 cubic inch Donovan motor. Ed Donovan was one of the first of the specialist manufacturers in the United States to produce an aluminium version of the famed Chrysler Hemi, followed by others such as Mylodon, Keith Black, etc. Plugs out, 8 plugs in, few nuts and bolts, the linkages retighten, and here we go again. Dennis Sheridan.
Like touching them, don't slap anymore. supposed to bubble?
Stage.
I didn't say that.
Dennis really gets her freewheeling out off the line, starts to drift towards the centre, and backs off, gets the top back, and says, hey, and cools it. So a lot of effort there by that.
W.
Miles an hour. Doug uses all the track, goes way over to the left in order to pick best line. He knows he's by himself.
And
to welcome in race control here to John Price, whose name you may recognise as another drag racing commentator. Good day, John.
Hi, it sounds a bit Australian. Hello, Alan. Nice to be with you. Thanks for inviting me over.
Nice to see you. Busman's holiday. Don't stay around too long, else we'll give you a job.
Oh, well, that might not be a bad thing. It's nice to come away and see all my friends from drag racing and not know that I've got to do some work. I think that's a nice way of putting it. Nice to see you looking so slim and sylph-like is the word, I think.
Well, I can't say it either, yeah.
We'll be racing each other. So the one race was won by Street 95. All the other by-runs went through satisfactorily and go into the second round. No competition. And Dave Wilson's running a curve here because he's put the old wing on the car. He's taken that skyscraper high stack affair off and dropped down to the original wing, which has got a nice gentle altitude of about 4.5 feet. Dave Wilson with the Krypton Dragster. Out of it, he said, I've only got to do one of my own here, and cut to the halfway mark. One's 11.891, cruises through at 69 miles an hour. He advances in round 2. Super modified of dark grey, that Camaro, GD17.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Super competition. Pro competition. Second pair, first round, or the Blue Damon 2.5 litre engine car. Russ Carter coming into Pro Comp, taking on the big boys. The right lane, Martin Maxwell. Number 5. Yep, I can't count. It's number 6, PC6. Woke up number 6. Martin Maxwell, right hand lane. Martin runs a big block Chevy for 54 cubic inches, about 7,500 cc's. Cross Carter 3 stages. Maxwell's shaking his head, he's not getting the car in gear. 20 seconds and it's gone, so at least it's stayed. 8.408, 176 miles an hour. 8.408 for Russ Carpenter. It broke on, so he's down one. Martin Maxwell failing on the line. And for Russ Carpenter, remember just 2.5 litres. Craig Lowe's left-hand lane from Enfield. Andy Robinson, please meet Steve Hill, staging marshal at the staging lane entrance. Some time drag racing, haven't been racing for a couple of seasons. Nice to see them out again. They're in the left lane. Craig Lowe's doing the driving chores. Dougie Bond right hand side, of course, with his lone mentor Burning Donovan. And they've lost oil pressure, they've had to shut down. In fact, it looks like Doug Bond's going to get to go by himself, and yes he is. Dougie Bond, miles an hour, and he's through. And for Craig Lowe's, unfortunately following Martin Maxwell back to the pits the short way and not the way they wanted to go at all. As you've got to do is it's nicer to do it out there on track and not on the start line. Well, maybe we'll see those two cars later in the day if they get a chance to put some demonstration runs in, but they're out of competition now. The Valley cars are ready, and we've got the John Wolf Racing, the racer in the right-hand lane, and the hitman Tony Bowden, left-hand lane, the Stu's Bodycon And the win comes in the left-hand lane, 8.473 seconds, 141 miles an hour. All smoke, all wheel spin, no ETs, 8.594. 79 in the right. And of course, the left-hand lane, Jerry Andrews. Looking good with the left last one, I don't know what you're using, Jerry, but it's working. DC3, Proton 3D, Hemi Hunter. Driven by Jerry Andrews and Dennis Sheridan, right-hand side, the Mischief Dragster. Sheridan detuned down to methanol only for this race. Okay, Jerry Andrews racing to the home ground, as it were. He comes from Tonga. Dennis Sheridan, he hails from down near London Airport, down in Hayes. That's Dave Stone out there, acting as chief crewman to Jerry Andrews. I do hear rumours about Dave maybe going to drive again. Or later. Okay, Sheridan's stage. Jerry Andrews pre-stage. Stage. Here we go. And Sheridan slowed right down. And I think Jerry Andrews took the lights out the left-hand side. What an interesting sound, and looks like Leslie Pryor with the autoclass car. And Leslie, I understand, has lost the reverser on the funny car, so she's only got forward gears. So the luxury of that reverser is they've been enjoying for the first time this car, and it's planning against the run-out box first, and Gary Page lays down the summit. And I think Leslie Pryor's problems with the transmission have overcome her, and it's going to be Gary Page. What about that burnout? Not only smoky, but and company fielding this very strong money car. Looks like Leslie's out, so it's going to be Gary Page. Move through to the second round. Every drag race is different. All produce different problems for the races. This one's really having a bit of a day of carnage. But Gary Page gets to go by himself. miles an hour, just ain't short the balance. Wallace here, what do you think of that? Well, I love it. Always do. We move now to the second division of competition racing. Comp Division 1. Remember, we have Super Comp for the quickest state, then Comp Division 1 for the next quickest state, and Competition 2 for the rest of the cars qualifying into that elimination. Barry Giles, Tequila Sunrise, left-hand side, right-hand side. Steve Young in the Auto Dragster. 10.93 and at 11.72 left and right qualifying. Tequila Sunrise, Giles car, left-hand side, running 3.8 Jagger. Red line in the tree in the right lane. Foul starts, goes too soon. Win in the left. 10.663 for the Tequila Sunrise. Shuts off to an 86 mile an hour. Terminal 13.497 and 67 in the right. But it was all over. First win in the first round of Division 1 for competition. Elimination goes to DCA. The fourth car of Barry Giles. Peter Wallace, Reckless Rat, left-hand side. Chevy Powerball, right-hand side. Frank Bennett with the full-bodied car, also Chevrolet Power. Sponsored by Pipecraft, Exhaust Systems and American Parts Performance Center, and G&M Transmissions. And they use cam equipment from Eddie the Cam for tailor-made cams. 10.50 for Pete Wallace in qualifying, 10.89 for Frank Bennett, his first move into the 10-second bracket, running nitrous oxide. You're going to need all of that to stop the compound in the left lane. And he's working at it too. Look at him getting those little blip burnouts. Keep those tyres as sticky and as hot as possible. Okay, the left lane moving forward to stage, pre-stages. They're both pre-stage, they're waiting. Burn down, who's going to go in first? Peter Wallace goes in first, very slow, away goes. Close one, looks like left-hand lane, but let's wait and see. Within the left, 10.474, 123 miles an hour, and 11.094 at 121. And both cars running to 4 with that 0.5 of a second making the difference. So hard luck to the Bennett team. Basildon out in the first round, unfortunately drawing Mr. Wallace, who's turning out to be a bit of a killer driver. And here we see an example of the interesting mixture we get in competition elimination now. We continue now with Supercom, first round, and the competition autos and dragsters and modifieds now racing together in 1986 under NDRC regulations, and it's heads up. In the left lane, we have Steve Young in the blue blazer. In right lane, Tim Cook in Mr. America, big Chevy. 766, 124 from the digger, but Cookie had him out from the line and hung on with a 10.90, 124 miles an hour.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'll start with that one next door.
Right. We move to the streetcars now with Street Division 3. 16 car field. We've got a number of buys in the first round. And these are the guys who put their dial in on the side of the car. Also, when they're on the first run, or on the buy run, they put buy on the side as well. So there's 2 consecutive buys here. Ian Hook in the Mustang.
Yeah, you're really quick to put bye-bye.
And Sean Turner in the Urban Warrior Camaro. Ian Hook's getting serious, I'm told. He's bought a tube chassis. So we may be seeing some other kind of car from here in the future, but he runs 14.872, 92 miles an hour. The right lane is 15.763 at 89 miles an hour. Okay, this one's a race. The car in the left-hand lane, the dial-in.
I was betting on the yellow one.
Dial-in's 11.60. The left-hand lane and the right-hand lane is 12.87. It's 1.22 a second will go on the tree. And Bob Brown will get to go first, of course, because his dial-in is the softer one. Brian Pateman in the Firebird in the left lane.
Straight there you go, isn't it? Possibly, I don't know.
And interestingly, Mr. Pateman starting with quite a soft number. He obviously thinks runs up alongside him, but he gets it wrong. Wind comes to the right-hand side on the dial-in. 12.87 is 12.974 at 101. And Bateman did break out, in fact. Bateman did break out. He ran 11.537 at 106. So that's a bit of an upset with Bateman getting it totally wrong there, it would seem. And he's out. Okay, on the line now, on the left-hand car, 13.40, on the right-hand side, 14.20, 0.8 between Indiana Uprising and David Baldwin, right-hand side, a bit dodgy Dodge. Win in the left, there's a 14.187 in the right, on a 14.2 dial-in. He broke out, ran 14.187 at 96, 13.451 at 100 was the winning time in the left lane. Street Division 1, first round. We have one result, the next pair up. Mark Richards with the Invader Swinger Dodge in the left lane, and Ken McCormack with the Chevrolet Power Pinto in the right. The dial-in's 13.35 on the Swinger Dodge left-hand side, the 12.80 on McCormack's car. That's 0.55 of a second between them. See on the right hand side of the tree, if you're on the starting line side, you'll see there's an extra blood bulb halfway down, and that comes on to indicate which lane has actually got to do the mating. 0.55 of a second is firing. Green light on both sides. Just that span of time. 13.35 dial in the left. Wind comes to the left of 13.46 on the 0.35 dial. 100 miles an hour. So Dodge goes forward. The loser was a 13.110 at 84. Very neat dial in, very clearly written on the side of S30. Right hand side we have Rich Hunt with his RS Escort. Holders dial in 21.1 seconds for the little Panda, 16.30. That means the guy in the right lane's got to wait 4.8 seconds. Bye-bye, Chichi. And Roy working real hard those shifts. And here comes the RS Escort with Rich Hunt powering up after the Panda. Now Roy's a pretty cunning old street racer. He knows this game. Has he got it right? He's got it right because the guy in the right broke out. Got there first, 16.12 on a 16.3 dial in. Holder trapped him for 16.12 at 73, and the left-hand lane Holder ran 21.398 on a 21.1 dial in with 56 miles an hour. The Panda goes forward. Get out the bamboo shoots.
They make sure I can can't do it in this as well. I mean, you do it.
NDRC sales booth, you can join in this activity by becoming a member of National Drag Racing Club. Get your race hats, your t-shirts and decals at the NDRC sales booth. Left-hand side of the track in the contingency area. We return to Supercon first round. This is the straight shooter car, beautiful machine up the southwest turner, going into blown fuel, altered racing shortly, and this complete rig is available for $6.5 grand. There you are, Bob, I've done you proud. Right hand side, Dave Collis with his super modified running in competition this weekend. I think the fact he wasn't totally legal for Supermod. Turning into miles an hour. For Collis, another 10. He'll be pleased with that at least. 10.985. Total speed, 141. Cranking on. And we think that's a new personal best for Bob Turner. 9.744. How fast do you want to go? 9.744, 6,500, please. Thank you, Dean. Yep, 9.79 is his personal best before that run. Supercon, round one. Fourth pair.
Never.
Paul Pickett, the Exile, little Yamaha, Kawasaki dragster, the Exile, GD17. Doug Gray with the big 7-litre Bromley Arc Camaro, big modified, A-class modified. Doug from the Bromley Art Studio, he's advancing now, looking around for the little dragster. Gets to pre-start. stage. Here comes the digger. From the art stage, it's 20 seconds with the lights before they run. Exiles in place. Everything good. Green's on the I wouldn't put money on it, I don't know. Win indeed coming in the right, but only just. Exile dumped at 11.178 at 119. A terrific challenge from the little Kawasaki digger. But for Doug Gray, a super run of 10.590 at 125 miles an hour. We continue with the competition eliminations, but move from Supercomp to competition Division 1. We already had a result here with ECA 84 going into the next round. That was Barry Johns with the Jaguar Powered Tequila Sunrise. Next pair we have Martin Brown with Dr. Slingshot. Small block Chevy digger, best time of 11.93 this weekend. And Ivor Roffey, who's run his best time ever in his new car here, the Alien. Bucket T, the black car, of 11.305. So it's 6/10 on form. Will Dr. Slingshot be able to find another 0.6 of a second? Goes to the early win against the ball. Rossi just not getting with it. Winning the left, 12.012, 108 miles an hour. And Ivor Roffey, the Alien, vanished to other worlds with a 12.755 at 108. Right, now we move to the quick lads and lasses in Street Division 1. The left-hand lane we have this lovely Dodge, the hot metal car of Leslie Zarbo. And the right lane, Street 6 Tim Hines, rover powered 100 plus. Drinkwater HGV, heavy goods vehicle training sponsored. Escort, dial in on the left, 12.60, on the right, 13.3, 0.70, against a white car in the left lane. So notice how much more carefully everybody stages now, it's down to the racing. Away goes Hines, but Bravo's reaction to Super Snake like as well. Hold him on. And Hines gets there first, dials 13.3, runs 13.247. Tim Hines breaks out at 100 miles an hour. The win goes to Leslie Zarbo in the left lane, 12.932 seconds, 100 miles an hour. And I remind you, that his dialing was a 12.60. So Tim Hines sliced it just a little too thin that time. Phil Herrick flying Phil. And the 368 There's a 12.60 and a 13.30 left and right. 0.70 on the tree. And both cars running well away from their dial-ins. The wind coming in the left lane, totally safely with a 14.684 of 101. Losing time in the right, 15.153 at 91 miles an hour. And I don't know what was up there, but both of them were not running anywhere near their dial-ins. The wind came to the one who did it less badly, I suppose. I told you, blame it on the announcer. I again was reading the dial-in off the last race, and those were side-by-side buys. It slowly dawned on me as to why they should have run that way. So they both went through. This one's empty, isn't it? This is still a dial-in Mustang crossover in the Beaver, left and right. The dial-in was within the left, 13.873 on 13.40, 88 miles an hour. The right lane was losing time for 14.671 seconds. Terminal speed was 91. Straight Division 2. Continuing.
Look at that. Straight shoot.
Along with the poncho. This gentleman's on a bye run. Well, he's not taking things casually, stages very carefully. It's all the bad news, keep the red lights up in the bye run at this driveway, so. They have the Goblin engine. And now he's found himself the Porsche axial flow unit, which is not only lighter, but also far more suited to the shape of the car and takes away those massive burners, the cans stuck out so far on the well, listen, you'll hear the revs climb on the Orpheus as Malcolm brings her up round 21,000 revs. He's stayed. He's got his green light. Up come the revs. Climbing, climbing, climbing. Then he'll pop the brakes, no way she'll go. And here he goes, Malcolm Ollie with a big Spencer. And it's just look at those brakes down slowly at all. He's not going very quickly down there. Looks like he's got some kind of malfunction on the brake system. Well, you won't want to know about that. 15. There's Sharon Roby in the left lane, the slow motion escort. On the right hand lane, Caroline Grace with his very pretty Rover powered Moggy. Minor seduction. The dial-ins, 21.60 on the absolutely stock car of Sharon Robury and 16.0 on Minor Seduction. So Sharon gets the start with a 5.6 second lead. And here comes Caroline. Little Rover powered car picking up, running out very quickly indeed. She chases down after the Ford. Sharon Robury has got the quarter mile in sight. But here comes Minor Seduction. That looks good. I think she's within the right lane. 16.081 on a 16.00. dial-in. That's the best run on the ET dial-in we've seen so far. 75 miles an hour. 22.077 at 55 miles an hour for Sharon Robury. But she lost. Street Division 2. First round, this is the final pair. Left-hand lane, John Hennessy with the 67th, sorry, round the other way. John Hennessy's on the right-hand side of the track. Paul Martinek on the left side. The dial-ins were 1440 and 1450 left and right. Got there first in the right, but far too quickly, runs 14.161 on a 14.5 at 80 miles an hour, and that just won't do at all. He loses the win in the right, in the left lane for Martinek, 14.470 at 92, and the dial-in was 14.40 by the way, so he left himself just 700ths, and that was good for the win for Martinek for the second round. Street 168, first round, he's on a bye in Street Division 3. Richard Knight, smoking tires up there on the bye run. 68 Charger. Turns 15.292 at 97 miles an hour.
We've got some wheelies going up in the next door. Melt off. Ready? Yeah, I'll see you later. The engine's probably lighter.
Street Division 3, first round, next pair. Neil Hall, the TR Special left-hand side, and Mike Wood with the notchback Anglia right-hand side. The dial-ins, 15.85 on the left, 16.60 on the right, 0.75 on the tree. Looks like Wood's parlayed start in some advantage. Move towards the top end. Looks like Woody, but little too quick, 16.56 on a 16.60, he breaks out 78 miles an hour speed, the win 16.035 at 87 for the TR. Street Division 1, the A-cars in the first round, this is the final pair. And it's Ian Harwood in the left-hand lane with the Chevy 2. And Andy Robertson with the 351 fourth hour Street Elite Racing Monza right-hand side. Harwood's dialed in with a 12.20, Andy Robinson with a 13.05. His best time in qualifying was a 13.2, and then he ran right at the end of qualifying 13.113. The 13.05 should leave him nice and safe. Harwood's to wait, of course, just 0.85 of a second. 95 miles an hour, 12:28, and in the right-hand lane, 14.068 seconds at 74 miles an hour. So the wind to street 47. Super modified, the first pair in the first round. S-Gas 21, Supergasser Dave Collins, pollen count, actually is driven on the street. It's big 427 cubic inch powered Zephyr. Right hand side, Graham Bars. Okay, on qualifying, Bars has a slight edge with a 10.0, but Dave Collins close with a 10.6. Here we go, it's going to be on the start, I think. He's not going to stop the little 351, and the E-Modified wins in 9.884 seconds. Terminal speed 134 miles an hour. 10.477 to 134 for Dave Collins. Well, that's it. It's over as quick as that. For our beautiful Zephyr, out of competition, but I'm sure we're going to see him again. First time at a National Drag Racing Club meet. We certainly hope to see him again. Okay, runners an 8-car field, the minimum field, super modified. In fact, features after qualifying, we have 5 cars remaining. So we got a couple of bye runs in the first round, and these are side-by-side byes. They qualified the quickest. Okay, Jeff Hauser in the Independent Express car in the left lane, the 4x4 Sierra. In the right-hand lane, Rich Eaton with the beautiful Duster. Quick draw. Both cars running Chrysler Motors. So 440 wedge in the Sierra and a 383 with nitrous oxide in the quick draw car. Jeff Hauser and Rich Eaton. Side by side five. Then practicing for the race, you can see that. Grab a hold of this. Jeff Hauser. 9.439 seconds. 9.439, 142 miles an hour. And for Rich Eaton, 10.024, 135 miles an hour. Super mod, we like them. This is Dave Mingay with the Hellraiser 2 Monza. 427 Chevrolet. Beginning of the season, but now looking very good. Hey, look at that, 9.730, 147 miles an hour. Sweet as a nut. A little confusing now because of course it's the second elimination of the competition machines. Supercom being the first. Man smoking it up, grand style with his 2-litre Lorenzo is Ron Cadell with Sweet 60. right hand side. He faces Ivan Birch with the Snapdragon Chevy powered dragster. 11.7 was the best time for Ron so far. 11.1 for the Birch dragster, but he's been up and down in the 12s as well. So Goodell's got it consistent. So Snapdragon really going to turn it on this run. Have they got their consistency lined up yet, in other words? Okay, this is the third pair in the first round of Copper Division 1. Goodell pre-stages. Stages. Snapdragon. Goodell. Get up the track with all that enthusiasm, made of anything else, I would think. Yeah, Goodell, right there, win in 11.666 seconds, 114 miles an hour. The right 12.520 at 107.
Yes, cool.
Comp 1 continues with the final pair, and Philip Norris with the demodified stage fright. And in the right-hand lane, Rich France, so into competition for him for the first time. And Rich France has lost fire, oh dear, and it's going to be stage fright. Has given stage fright perhaps to Rich France with left-hand lane on his own. Richard France after a good start for the weekend. Club membership entitled to a free copy of this. More than one free copy in a year, I hasten to add. £10.50 a year membership. Go by the NDRC stand to find out details. They've also got super decals and all the other good stuff on sale there, featuring drag racing and the National Drag Racing Club. Okay, here's a call for spare part. I'll give that in a moment, in fact, because out of the line we have Nigel Lewis's Blue Moon dragster. And failing the show, Terry Clark's SLED drag car doesn't make it, so Nigel Lewis goes through in 12.956 seconds at 99 miles an hour. Okay, street cars, and it's Street Division 3 now. This is the second round with 16 car field. So first pair in the final 8. Ian Hook, left hand side. Dials in with a 14.90. So 16.0 again for minor seduction. Caroline Grace's Rover powered car. She gets the second. Heads for John Grant with Ian Hook, Mustang. starting to pound the ground alongside her. They head to the quarter. In the left lane, it was a Darlene of 14.90. Ian Hook ran 14.86. He broke out. The right lane, it was a Darlene of 16.10, and Caroline Grace ran 15.899. They both broke out, but the run in the left did it to less effect and broke out the least, in other words, and takes the win. So they both got over anxious there. The win went to Ian Hook. So that's the marina. You can help out, rush round to Street 59. Harry Drinkwater's heavy goods vehicle training recently signed on with Tim Hines as a major sponsor, along with Malvern Tyres and 100 Plus Wheels. Left-hand lane, the Quick Cleanse Sprite, Super Sprite and Phil Herrick. John Wolf Racing, Street Magazine Championship. First full round, and this is the actual second round of the racing here. Tim Hines on this one. 13.317 does it, 101 miles an hour. In the losing lane, left-hand side, 14.143. 103 miles an hour.
You could rev the granny out of it until the king come on, mate. I'll tell you what, it's still got him over him for sure though. Yeah, you see it. Yes, I remember. The only thing is,
Return to the Street Division 1 now. Semi-finals. Left-hand lane Ian Harwood with Chevy 2. Right. Between them. Win goes in the left lane, breakout in the right. He got there first, but it was 13.324 on a 13.35. Dial in 99 miles an hour, so Dart Swinger goes out, and the win in 12.428 seconds for 110 miles an hour. 12.20 dial in is good for Harwood. Next pair. Sean Turner and the open running 14.7 on the left, 14.79 on the right. Win in the left, then 15.852 seconds at 84 miles an hour on a 15.7 dial in. Losing time in the right, 14.994 at 88 miles an hour. And it should be Chris Wilson against him with the low buck altered, but He suffered mechanical damage. The car has. He's had to retire from competition though. Andrew going. Spins the clutch there. Finally gets to 13.815 seconds for 101 miles an hour. Okay, this is the other semi-finalist, the John Wolf Racing Street Machine Championship. Neil Hall's TR Special, and he was due to draw S clear, please, so the guys can work the arrangements. Competition 1, semi-finals. As the RAC scrutiny will be stopping the meeting. Meantime, down track, very fast. Switch off the right. Wind comes 10.258 seconds, 105 miles an hour in the left lane, and 11.915 at 109 in the right. Versus modified. Seconds, 125 miles an hour, and in the left-hand lane 10.870 at 123. Simon and Andrew Weston, please go to pit control. If you don't know where that is, just go into the car pits and ask one of the racers. They'll tell you where it is. Pit control, please go there. Supercom, Doug Gray's got to the final in that beautiful race. Last run down track there, and now we have the other semi-finalists. Bob Turner with this really superb state-of-the-art, absolutely immaculate car, the straight shooter, and they're also equally attractive in other ways. Super Chevy, F-modified, in fact, F-class modified, and Tim Cook. Mr. America, 7.5 litres. Chevrolet power, and left-hand side, of course, it's 440 Chrysler on board, straight shooter. Turner stage, here comes Tim Cook, restage stages. Rolls the bit. Superstar at the left lane and wiped him out. 9.741 at 135 against Tim's subpar 11.198 at 123. Okay, 3. Second round, next pair. Richard Knight, 68 Dodge, left-hand side. Neil Hall, TR Special. Mileage, 15.8 on the neck, 15.85 on the right. Okay, 5 between them. Winning the right, 16.189 on a 15.85 dial, total speed 88 miles an hour. The left lane 15.403 at 85. We have two German chaps here this weekend, Joseph and Klaus. I don't know their name, their surname. But their friend Jimmy is looking for them and wants them to go to the beer tent. So Joseph, Klaus, meet Jimmy. Joseph and Klaus, two German guys, meet Jimmy at the beer tent, please. Okay, that was Bob Long in the Pontiac, Kevin Riley in the Mustang right-hand side. Dial-ins were 1340, 1359. The wind came in the right. Oh, what a beautiful wind. Dialed in at 1359, ran 13.591 seconds. 85 miles an hour, and he won it all right. The left 13.652 at 96. David Hall, Indiana Uprising, Pontiac left lane, street number 93. Paul Martinek, right hand side, moving on to the right. Dial in the left 13.40, the right 14.40. David Hall and Paul Martinek. We're in the left 13.491 on a 13.40 dial, terminal speed is 100 miles an hour. The right hand lane 14.583 at 92 was not good enough. Bob West, race director to race control, please. Bob West to race control, please. Street Division 1, semi-finals. Bob Brown, Daytona Charger, left-hand lane. Right-hand side with his Mopar. The dial-in on the left 12.91 and the right 12.70. 0.21 of a second, that's all it was. And he dials in the right lane. And there's a 12.746 on a 12.70 dial, 101 miles an hour, takes the win. The Daytona goes out, 13.021 seconds at 101 miles per hour. Street Division 3. Second round, final pair. Philip Herrick, quick cleanser Sprite, left hand side, and Roy Chi-Chi Holder in the Panda right hand, on the right. So it's Herrick on the left, Holder on the right. Dial-ins 14.60 on the Sprite and 21.1 again on Holder's Panda. He's rowing the gears out there as he gets that little clear up track. Here comes the Sprite. And Holder does it again. 22.159, gets there first, 57 miles an hour. Starling was 21.1 of course. So 15.434 at 97 in the left lane. A long way up for 14.68 dial. Dennis Sheridan with the Mischief Dragster. This is going to be a record, I think. Slowest side-by-side race. Pro competition. Semi-finals. Dave Wilson paired alongside him should be Russ Carpenter. Russ is a full blown 2.5 litre Davo running Windows Nitro and is producing superb amounts of horsepower, enough to get him down track in the low 8 second area. Earlier, and Ross Carter 8.4 in the previous round. So Dave Wilson necessarily got an easy thing on his hands because the track here slowly responding better and better for the big horsepower cars. But too much horsepower in some conditions. Well, the sun's out, the rubber's down, and I guess it's anybody's race. That's how it should be. Dave Wilson in the Cookton and Russ Carter in the Glacier Grenade. Both free stage. Stage light for Carter. Stage for Wilson. Dave Wilson takes it to the left-hand lane. And right at the moment when we don't want it out, Gremlin comes back. Shoestring on the right hand side. Chevrolet power and bonded across with the Donovan motor.
Game over, please.
Both edging forward to stage. It's Jerry Andrews, free stage first, then Bond. Then Bond stage line, now Andrews. And the win in the right-hand lane for Dougie Bond, BC25 takes it, he got there first. Now we put the mirrors back together at the top end. We've faced the situation there, we've got the two cars fired up, we didn't want to shut them down. And of course it underlines the fact that the drag race is determined by well, he got the rig turned up too much that time. Malcolm Ollie takes off, doesn't stage, and I would estimate that he was really travelling down there getting... Yeah, neither of us stage management there, I'll say. Okay, there's C1, outlays left-hand lane with the Chocolate Racing Company radar. For that. Superb new car from Robbie Hills. Sponsored by John Wolf Racing. and Rockney Records. Comes out of it straight away. Bringing up traction, but he got severe tyre shake, and when that starts to pull the car apart under you, you come off it. 11.852 at 69 miles an hour is totally irrelevant. And it's the Dart Swinger. The car have taken a little bit of a shine to, I know, commentators shouldn't be partisan in any way, but I do like little Dodges like this. Like them almost as much as Chevys. Okay, the dial in on 126, Mark Richards Invader, is 13.35. On the right hand side, 13.75 seconds on Ian Harwood's Chevy 2, which I also like. They both broke out. On the dial-in of 13.35 in the left, it was a 13.288. In the right, on the dial-in of 13.75, was a 13.511. The breakout was less in the left lane, and S47 takes the win. Sorry, S146, beg your pardon. My apologies, I'm using the wrong number sheet here. Street 126 in the left took the win. She was going a slightly circuitous route, and but he held it in and went through to take the win in the left. 9.709, 142 miles an hour, and on the right 10.383 at 129 miles an hour. Now they are semi-final. Right hand side, Rich Pete. Chris Lord to the left. Jeff Hauser. Jeff Hauser at the Independent Express. Okay, on form, Jeff run a 9.4. And Rich Deaton's best so far this weekend, 10.009. So Rich needs everything. Jeff looks as though he stands a good chance to win. So watch for a real whole shot attempt by Rich Eaton to get out ahead of Jeff Hauser. The trouble is, both drivers are super quick. Free stage. Eaton stage, Hauser stage. miles an hour. Win for Jeff Hauser. 10.185, 130 for Richie. Jeff Hauser faces Dave Mingay in the final of Super Modify.
How's that where you are over there?
We have one finalist already determined in competition Division 1, CCA 84. Tequila Sunrise, Barry Giles. Now this is the second semi-final to determine the other finalist, JM 21 and D Modified 25. J Modified. 21 is the Sweet 16 car of Ron Goodell, left lane. Right hand side, the British stage right car, powered with a small block Chevy of Phil Morris. Here we go for our second semi-final in Comp Division 1. Goodell nails a terrific start here. The Chevy and he's heavy, stage right, lost it all together. He's just comes out there, he's decided just looking to catch up. A little 2-litre car blasts the 5-litre motor, well 4.6-litre motor car. Out of contention, wins with 11.698 seconds, 112 miles an hour, and 13.069 at 106 for time and speed. The losing lane on the right side. Semi-finals, first pair. And once again we see Roy Chi-Chi Holder featured out there with a little Fiat. Dialed in again at 21.10. Will he dispose of another big car? 15.70. Firebird, it's 5.4 seconds between them. So that's Sean Turner with a Camaro, not a Firebird. They're all red General Motors cars. Awfully similar. You can't see anything really there. Holder, hang on to it. 1570 dialed in at 2110. And that's it for Chi-Chi. Somebody stole his bamboo branch. 15.70 is the dial in. Urban Warrior gets there first in 15.95 seconds, so couldn't save on the 15.7. 72 miles an hour top speed, and in the right lane, Roy Holder actually breaks out, but he doesn't. 21.330 at 56 miles an hour and 21.10. Dialing well, I'm sure he's enjoyed it so far.
2 miles an hour, too fast. Wind must have dropped. So square, isn't it?
The other pair in the semis for Street 3. Ian Hook with the Mustang. And Neil Weald with the Special. 0.95 between them on the start. 14.9 and a 15.85 left and right. Dial-ins. Wind comes in the right. 15.992 on a 1585 dial, 87 miles per hour. Losing time in the left lane, 15.373 at 96. So Neil Hall, Sean Turner will be in the final of the Division 3 streetcar elimination. And Division 2 streetcar elimination, this is the final. Left lane, David Hall, Indiana Uprising. Right hand side, Kevin Riley in his Mustang. In the left lane, the dial in 13.4, on the right 13.5, just 0.1 of a second, a tenth of a second for the Pontiac to wait left side before he gets the green after the Mustang. Mustang stage, Pontiac pre-stage. Only got 20 seconds to get there. There he is, staged. Here we go. Mustang gets it on. 13.5 to the line. Winning the right, 13.648 seconds on a 13.5 dial. 83 miles an hour. And the left lane, 13.548 seconds at 98 miles an hour. Lost it. The Mustang goes on. Well, in fact, the Mustang is not. Sweet Division 2. On by the Mustang. So 13.3 on the left and 12.70 dialing in the right. Winning the left. They both broke out on a 13.30 in the left lane. It was a 13.285. That was not as bad as on a dial in. Supercom, the final. Rob Turner, left-hand lane. Doug Gray in the Bobley Art Camaro is supposed to be alongside him. And he's having trouble. They're lifting the bonnet on the car. Bob Turner's waiting. His crewman Steve's, I think, telling him what's happening. Oh, we got fire! The engine fired, that is, with the Bobley Art car. And they've shot Bob Turner down, okay. They got one more started. And that's really a demonstration of sporting instinct. He either knows his motor very well. I'll say this, that car's for sale. It certainly looks like a good buy if you just turn it off and switch it on again like that. Risky thing to do. Here we go with the final of Supercom. And it's a 9.748 at 136 miles an hour gives Bob Turner the crown in Supercom. He's Mr. Eliminator in that elimination this day at North Weald drag strip. And for Doug we had 10.554 at 124 miles an hour.
That position does not look very comfortable at slow speeds. You're alright when you're accelerating way like that.
On street 143.
The weight's on your hand.
Sean Turner's Urban Warrior. Sean gets the looks like Sean got there by a whisker. His dial in, remember, 15.7. He ran 15.752, 67 miles an hour to take the win, beating the other car by the merest fraction, 15.276 in the left at 92 miles an hour on a 14.9 dial in. So when the other car gets as close to that, 15.75 and a 15.7, you're going to have a hard job beating it. Travelling on the bus back to Epping Station. The last bus, the last run, is scheduled for 5:30, half an hour from now, and we'll wait and leave at 20 to 6. So you want to be down there at 5:30 to get on the bus.
See the control tower down there.
John Wolf Racing, Street Machine, Rover V8 final. The first completed round of this championship. The finalists, Tim Hines in his Escort and Neil Hall in the TR Special. Heads up, of course. Should be Tim Hines, maybe Neil something out of the bag. Timmy's too long in the tooth, drag racing tooth that is, and makes sure of getting top points to 13.672 seconds. Total speed of 99 miles an hour. Blues in the right, 15.895 ET at 87 miles per hour. So the first winner in the John Wolf Racing Street Machine Rover V8 Championship is Tim Hines. Polycar final. Left lane Gary Page in the paddock. Emma Stewart. Tony Boat.
Weald to see
A win to Gary Page. In the right-hand lane it was 8.05. And I can't read anything, my eyes are full of nitro. Stage takes it in the left-hand lane.
Wheels were also he's showing us to be anyway.
But we have not got time in the left lane, but the win was definitely for Page, there's no question of that. It was 8.05 in the right-hand lane. And there's Ron Cadell back in there with the little 2-litre Lotus valve for Enzo right-hand side. 316 car. Okay, Giles has run 10.258 and Cadell, the best, 11.666, and we saw Ron Cadell's side on his opposition, quicker car. The last run is going to have to repeat that performance and then some against Tequila Sunrise on this heads-up final. He's sitting there quietly. No doubt he's established his strategy. Barry Giles is not counting any chickens. He knows the name of this game as well. Barry Giles left lane, Ron Cadell in the right. Giles stages, Cadell stages. Here we go. Final competition run. Red light in the right-hand lane. Let's put Cadell out anyway, unfortunately, and the win comes in the left. He does get there first in 10.266 seconds, 125 miles an hour, and Cadell 11.835 to 111. Super modified final, Jeff Hauser left lane, and Dave Mingay in the right. Jeff Hauser flying the Independent Express flag and indeed flying the flag for Bedfordshire. In the right lane for Essex is Dave Mingay with the Hellraiser 2. Mingay's ready, stages. Hauser pushed to pre-stage quickly. Takes his time getting into stage. He's in stage. For Jeff Hauser and for Dave. Taking his time. And there's some drama down there, they're really rushing around the car. Looks like they just jacked it up in the air, dropped it back down again, I don't know what that would signify. Doug Bond waits. And Doug Bond thinks I'm getting warm up here. And Dave Wilson's lost fire again, he's in trouble. There's his team that runs Quite clockwork usually. Obviously some trouble with the car. And Doug Bond must want to go now. He's waiting for his race, but his crewman says no, go. So Dave Wilson fails to make it for the final. They're still trying down there. They fired him again. But Bond's stage at 20 seconds for Dave Wilson to get to the line. She's sounding a little bit off song. And Doug Bond pulls back out of stage in order to break the 20-second countdown. Pulls back out to allow Wilson to get there. Bond stages again. Dave Wilson stages. No burnouts. It's just go for bust in this
Heavy misfire going up there.
74 miles an hour. Dave Wilson trails with a terribly valiant effort there. 12.825 seconds, 54 miles an hour. Merely accurate.